beautiful, limitless light beings. Welcome back to the sanctuary. Go ahead and settle into your space, wherever you are right now, whether you are in your aesthetic minimalist apartment or driving a car that the bank falsely believes they own. Just breathe. Inhale the absolute certainty of your own divine rightness. And exhale the restrictive, low vibration matrix of the 3D world. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Now, I want you to consciously, intentionally, unclench your attachment to chronological time. Time is a construct invented by people who needed an excuse to be stressed. We don't participate in that here. We simply exist in the eternal, abundant now. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into vibrational sovereignty. So many of you have been DMing me, leaving frantic comments, sending me literal distress signals about the real world. And I just have to smile, because every time you say the words real world, you are lowering your frequency to match the expectations of people who still pay taxes. The 3D world is just a suggestion, besties. It's a rough draft, and we have the eraser. So let's talk about the biggest illusion of all, the concept of debt. I want you to visualize a bill. Maybe it's a credit card statement. Maybe it's a final notice from the utility company. I want you to look at the numbers on that paper. Do you feel your chest tightening? That right there, that is the scarcity mindset trying to drag you back into the mud. But what if I told you that a bill is just a love letter from the universe? It's true. When a corporation sends you a bill for $10,000, they are essentially saying, we believe you have $10,000. They are manifesting your wealth for you. They see your abundance before you even do. How beautiful is that? You should be thanking them. I had a client last week. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah was crying, literally sobbing because her car got repossessed. And I said to her, Sarah, why are you violently clinging to this piece of metal? Why are you blocking the universe from upgrading you to a teleportation frequency? By taking her car, the repo man was actually acting as her spirit guide, forcing her to walk, to ground her bare feet on the earth, and to naturally raise her vibration. If a debt collector calls you, simply do not speak their language. When they say, "We need payment by Tuesday," you respond with, "I am currently existing on a timeline where currency is based on the exchange of pure joy." They will usually hang up. That is them accepting your energetic boundary. Boom, debt canceled. Let's take a clearing breath to anchor that truth. Inhale the absolute delusion. Let it fill your lungs. And exhale the concept of a credit score. Credit scores are literally just astrology for banks, and we are not ruled by the stars. We are the stars. Now, let's transition our energy to the concept of employment. Just saying the word feels heavy, doesn't it? Employment. It sounds like a medieval torture device. Because it is. So many of you feel trapped in your 9-to-5s. You sit in a cubicle or on a Zoom call, trading your limitless divine life force for arbitrary digital numbers deposited every 2 weeks. You are a boundless creator god, and you are using your power to make spreadsheets for a guy named Greg? I literally cannot even fathom the energetic dissonance of that. You need to energetically quit. Even if your physical vessel is still sitting at the desk, your astral body should be on a beach in Tulum. But Puck, you ask,
What if I get fired for not doing my work? Oh, Basti, fired is just another word for freed. If you were terminated from your job, you didn't lose anything. You actively repelled a toxic environment because your aura became too bright for their fluorescent lighting. You manifested a forced pivot. When human resources calls you in, you look them dead in the eye and say, I am releasing you from the karmic burden of trying to manage my light. And then you walk out. You don't ask about severance. Severance implies a cut. We only deal in wholeness. Imagine waking up on a Tuesday, no alarm clock. The sun kisses your eyelids. You don't check your phone because notifications are violence. You simply float to the kitchen. You don't consume dense 3D matter like carbohydrates. You simply photosynthesize the morning light. This is the reality that is available to you right now, the exact second you decide that rent is optional. People tell me, Puck, if I don't pay rent, I will be evicted. Oh, honey, eviction is just a spatial relocation ritual. It's the universe saying, this container is too small for your current vibration. The landlord isn't kicking you out. You are energetically outgrowing the drywall.
Close your eyes again. Let's go deeper into the sanctuary. Let the sound of my voice dissolve the structural integrity of your problems. Your problems are not real. They are holograms projected by your unhealed inner child. If you close your eyes tightly enough, the holograms disappear.
Let's pivot to interpersonal relationships because I see so many of you struggling with this. You are chasing people. You are looking at their social media. You are crying over text messages left unread. Ugh, it is exhausting to watch. Honestly, it is so low vibration to care if someone likes you. First of all, rejection does not exist in the quantum field. If you confess your feelings to your specific person, your SP, and they say, I don't see you that way, or please stop contacting me, you have to translate that through a 5D lens. They aren't rejecting you. Their nervous system is simply overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of your energetic potential. They are saying, I am currently too spiritually fragile to handle the tsunami of love you are offering. So what do? Do you walk away? No, you double down energetically. The 3D world calls it stalking or ignoring boundaries, but in the 5D reality, we call it energetic persistence. You are holding space for them to wake up. If they block your phone number, they are just testing your manifestation skills. They want to see if you can communicate with them telepathically. So you sit in your room and you beam your intentions directly into their pineal gland until they have no choice but to surrender to the connection. Boundaries are just walls people build when they're afraid of the infinite. And as light beings, it is our sacred duty to phase right through those walls. Even if they get a piece of paper from a judge saying you have to stay 500 feet away. The judge's gavel is made of wood. Your spirit is made of cosmic fire. Wood burns, Basti. Wood burns.
Take another breath. Let the oxygen scrub away any lingering guilt. Guilt is a totally fabricated emotion designed to keep you compliant. You have never done anything wrong. Every action you have ever taken was a divinely orchestrated step on your unique timeline. Even the mistakes, especially the mistakes that affected other people, those were just character-building exercises you generously provided for them.
Now, I want to talk about the physical vessel, your body, the meat suit you are currently driving around. So many of you are obsessed with doctors and science. You go to these people in their little low-vibration lab coats, and they tell you that you have a deficiency or an illness. Illness is a choice. It is literally a mindset issue. When you get a cold, it's not a virus. It's your body purging unhealed generational trauma. You don't need medicine. You need to forgive your ancestors. And aging? Aging is the biggest scam of the last millennia. You only get wrinkles because you expect to. You only feel tired because society told you that people in their 30s are supposed to be tired. I have consciously decided to freeze my cellular age at 22. I simply walked up to the mirror, looked into my own eyes, and said, "We are done participating in linear decay." And it worked. My cells have amnesia. They literally forgot how to age.
I saw a nutritionist on TikTok yesterday saying you need protein and water to survive. How incredibly limiting. Water is just liquid programming. If you truly align your chakras, you can absorb all necessary hydration from the ambient humidity in the air. But people aren't ready for that conversation. They love their little emotional support water bottles too much.
As we begin to close out our time together in the sanctuary, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. I want you to commit to being completely, entirely, unapologetically delusional.
Delusion is a superpower. When they call you crazy, say thank you. Crazy just means you have successfully unplugged from their shared hallucination. You are the architect of your reality. If you don't like the walls, paint them. If you don't like the floor, levitate. If you want to dive deeper into these concepts, I am currently opening enrollment for my new masterclass, Quantum Gaslighting: How to Manipulate Reality into Serving You. It's a 12-week intensive, and it is an absolute steal at only $14,000. And remember, if you look at your bank account and think, I don't have $14,000, you have already failed the first lesson. You pay for it with future money. You manifest the enrollment fee by simply maxing out the credit card that we already established is not real. It's all fake anyway, so you might as well use the fake numbers to buy real enlightenment.
You can find the link in my bio, or if you are truly vibrating at my level, you will simply close your eyes, project your consciousness into the astral plane, and input your credit card details telepathically into my energy field. I accept Visa, MasterCard, and pure, unconditional love.
Until next time, my beautiful light beings, stay delusional, stay radiant, and remember, none of this is actually happening. Namaste.